All right, we're about to get started here. We're going to run these consigners first. First up, we got McKinley Show Pigs. They always bring a good set. They brought us one today. Colby brought us one. I think that one's out of that Playboy deal that we got at the house. I'm going to let Colby talk.
Turn them out. Let them out. Well, first of all, thank y'all for having us, Kobe, Cliff, Addie, the whole Berger crew. We brought you one. This is a Playboy Major League curtain call. It's that Sal's first litter. It's a gilt litter. The mate brother to this one would have been a high seller in our online sale there a couple weeks ago. Mate sister to the Sal would have raised our high $6,000 bear last night at the syndicate. Another litter mate Sal would be responsible to our new herd boar called a High Road there that we'll introduce to you here pretty soon. So there's 3 of those mate Sals and 2 are proving what they could do, so we're pretty excited to see what this Sal could do. If y'all got any questions, come see me in the back. Thank you.
Okay. Next up, we got Rutledge Reds here. We're going to run these in. He brought us 3 head. Beanie couldn't be here. I'll talk them here. I don't know a whole lot about them. I just got the genetics sitting here. The first one there, the gilt there, I guess we'll start with that one. The gilt will be a Fireball green bottles. The bigger bear there will be actually, I'm wrong here. The gilt is a Rocco main character. The bigger bear there is a Fireball green bottles. We appreciate Beanie and John for bringing these down the other day. I thought when they unloaded them, I thought they looked very good. I think it's a good set. I think that one probably goes into San Antonio or one of them earlier shows pretty easy. I think that one fits very well into that. Big chested, very good rear leg for a red one. The gilt, San Antonio, those county shows that show by breeds, I think she works good for that. She is not eligible for Texas Elite. Brady and them are from Louisiana, so she is not eligible for Texas Elite. Just keep that in mind. Oh. Lot numbers on the big bear lot is be 26 and then 50 on the gilt. All right, this will be Beanie's leadoff lot. This will be lot 5. This will be a Fireball, Bury My Bones. I think you can go a lot of ways with this one. I know those reds grow, but that one looks like he could stretch for a while. Big chested, opened up, huge forearm. He's got a big old round cage in him. Again, that's lot 5. Fireball, Bury My Bones from Rutledge Farms, or Rutledge Reds. All right. Next up, we got Fontenot Farms. I think John brought us 2 very good pigs here. He always brings out a good set. We had the opportunity to buy some boars from John last year, and they fed out extremely well, and the pigs out of them look awesome. So thanks, John, for bringing these 2.
I'd like to start off thank Kobe and the crew for the invite. I always like coming. Our lead off right here is going to be a Big Daddy backdrop. That Big Daddy's a boar we sold Kobe and them last year. That backdrop Sal. This will be her second litter. Her first litter, she had the champion commercial gilt there at LSU. I think she's going to do good things for us. This other one's Big Daddy also. Big Daddy, My Intentions. So that My Intention Sal would have raised the grand at our state fair in Louisiana last year, and she would actually be a litter mate Sal to Big Daddy itself. So those My Intention Sals have done a great job for us. So we just want to thank y'all for coming out and thank Kobe and them again. Appreciate it.
Next up, we're going to have HF Genetics here. Cassidy and Jimmy brought us 2 Berg Barras, and Cassidy is no stranger to that Berg breed right now. In the last couple of years, he has put out some very elite stock and Barras and Gilts in this breed, and I think these 2 here fit right in. All right, I guess I'll talk these. I'll have to look on the sheet again what they are here. The bigger Barra is tag 6. He'll be a top hand. Imagine that. I guess both of these are mates. I believe they're litter mates to the one he sold in the link sale the other night. I think that bigger one, to me, looks like he goes all the way goes into San Antonio pretty easy. I think that little one you can stretch him if you want. The bigger one there is tag 6. The little one is tag 27. Again, those are top hand. Imagine that. Next up is going to be H Squared Genetics. Garrett and Everly and Roman and Miranda there from Hallettsville. Very good friends of ours, like family. Always brings a very good set. And he brought a little different breed here than he usually does. But I think these 2 Berg Barras that he brought, we'll start off with this one, I think they are killer. If you're in the market for some Berg Barras for those later shows, I think I'd jump in. But here's Garrett. I'll let him talk them.
Like I said, I want to thank Kobe and Cliff for letting us come back every year. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I mean, and I don't try to pretend to be that I'm an expert on burgers. I like them now, and my kids are starting to get a little bit older and trying to get ahead of the game on it. This one's mom, he's an Above and Beyond, Top It Off. His mom I would have bought from Cassidy and Jimmy last year, and she was shown at the Texas Elite. She was second there in the heavyweight class, and then ended up being like 5th out. This is her first litter, and pretty proud of how these started out, and at least getting my feet wet in the Berg breed. Like I said, he's tagged 21. He's an Above and Beyond, Top It Off. The next 2 coming in here is another Berg Barra. He's tagged 47. And then tag, I guess 2 would be our belted one. The belted one, he's a big daddy, no intro. His mom would actually be the mom of a bear that we sold here in Berger's online sale there at Diamond Eye in the spring. This will be our second litter. And then the Berg Barra, his mom actually bought from Kobe off the decks and couldn't get it bred for a little while, and this is her first litter, and he'd be Above and Beyond top shelf. So like I said, the Berg's tagged 47, Above and Beyond top shelf, and then tag 2 is a Big Daddy no intro. Thank y'all.
Thanks, Garrett. Again, that was H Squared Genetics. Next up, we're going to have the Big Cat, Kevin Thomas Show Pigs. I think he brought us a very nice set, another one that's like family to us, like a big brother to me, even though he's old. But I'll let Kevin talk when he gets up here.
Well, thanks to, for sure, Cliff. We got to always make sure I start off with thanking Cliff, the genetic supplier here, and Addie and Kobe there towards the end. We've done a lot of things together over the years, and I always appreciate being with them and having them with me or whatever. So our first one we let off was a mugshot boar Kobe and them raised here that I thought just really matched up with this old chain dog sow. This is her last trip. She's had the champion York at San Antonio, a lot of class winners, laid down and made lots of good females all the time, but she's got a lot of age on her. But that one is, I think he's pretty well snow white. I don't think you have to do any management, but I sure would have him inside. But I just thought that one, out of that sow, that kind of mug and just flexibility and pieces and parts he brings for that color. I spent a week last week trying to find them in the Midwest, and I think I saw 2 white bears in the whole country. So get in on that one. I think that one's a pretty nice one and a really proven sow. This next set are a couple of young sows that are coming out. This is a first litter Nomad gilt here. This is a pair of Big Daddies. We thought those trio when we set them down. I think there should be a solid black litter mate somewhere to them. I don't know where he's at. They're all the same litter. The belted barrow, the really big-legged one that's hairy and sound, that one's 22. I do need you to look at your sheets on lot 23. That gilt is going to be a lease or double hammer. We changed that last night, and Addie had a lot going on, but 23 is going to be a lease gilt. I think that one's really good, something we're building around. We're really building as quick as we can and rebuilding. I'm getting ready to retire and set at the house and raise show pigs, so I want some good females to stare at. 24 is a solid black barrow. I think all those hogs are heavy bone. They got good set to their rear wheels, are hairy, stout skull, big-footed, just the kinds I want to feed. I think they're all those bears go to Houston and Austin, and the girl pig, I think, come March could be really, really intriguing. But I was really happy with this trio of bears here, or this trio of hogs. Big Daddy back on a Nomad. This next pair is a pair of gilts I brought. The blue gilt is a lease only. She's a trick daddy on a bipolar. Her litter mates averaged about 2,500 last week at our sale. She's one we're keeping back. It's a first time through the crate gilt that Ferguson family had up in the Northeast 2 falls ago or 2 summers ago and showed. It took me a while to get her going, but we got her going now. We're going to keep them. So the blue gilt's going to be a lease only. She's going to be a trick daddy bipolar. The little gilt's out of another first litter shaggy sow. That is another Big Daddy. I think that one is unique, and just her body shape and just the comfort that one has and the reach she's got off her rear leg. I think that belted one could be really, really fun to feed down in here in that March still, and she is for sale if you're looking at trying to buy one. I think that one's really, really good, and I really appreciate the opportunity. I like this set pretty well over what we've had the last few years, so I'm kind of excited about where we're headed. So thank y'all for having us.
Thank you, Kevin. We're going to get into our lots here. We're not going to run them in any particular order. We're just going to start. We got a little mix up in the back, so just give us a little second. All right, like I said, we're not going to run ours in any particular order. We're just going to start. There's going to be a pin of blues here. The blue barrow here, it would be a mugshot life sentence. Like I said, that mugshot boar is one that we would have bought back in on or bought back out of our second farm sale last year for $25,000. He would have been doing this son. Actually, most of the blues in here will be out of him. And that life sentence sow would have came from Corey Range. We bought her at Texas Elite a few years ago. She's getting a little up there in age, but has done a very good job. The white barrow here will be tag 51. This will be a mugshot turn lane next intention. Turn lane would have been that dirtbag son that we had here for a while that did us a very good job. That sow would have been reserve middleweight there at Lee County. Here a couple of years ago. Again, that's tag 54 on the blue, tag 51 on the white one. And he is solid white right now. All right, next two in, this dark blue barrow, that'll be tag 56, I believe. 56. That'll be a Big Daddy doing this, back on doing this as sister. So that would have been a tight mating there. We got a female out of that deal that we really liked. And I can tell you this thing is a little skinny and green right now, but when I moved him off the decks, I thought he was one of the more special ones and stouter ones for this color when I moved them down. Like I said, we just moved these down last week, so we just ran out of pen space, so they kind of went backwards for a couple days. But I think that's a very good pig. That's at 56. The other blue bear going across the ring there is tag 55. That will be a mugshot turn lane. 53, sorry, 53. Be a mugshot turn lane. Another one. I think all these blues could fit into Austin there. I think they might have enough get up and go to get to Angelo if you want to push them. But again, I think a very good set of blues here. So 53 on the lighter blue, 56 on the dark blue. All right, next in will be two more 51 litters. Again, mugshot turn lane. The one Callie's on there is tag 55. One that's round-bodied, hairy, and got big legs for those blues. The other one there in the middle of the ring is tag 52. All right, next group in is going to be a group of dark crosses or belted ones. The skinny one there that Bella is on is tag 69. That's one I think he's gone backwards since we dropped him down, but I think was a very, very good pig with the rear leg that works. Hit that thing with class hamp out of a very good sow that Bella actually would have showed. Williamson County would have won Williamson County here year before last. I like that pig quite a bit. The black pig there in the middle of the ring would be tag 72. That'll be a Big Daddy, Big Easy next intention. Would have been a sow there that we kept back here a couple years ago that's done a good job for us. I think this is by far her best litter. Those Big Daddy pigs look pretty promising at this size, and all around, all the guys that used them like them quite a bit. That's a 48 litter. You're going to see quite a few of those 48s in here. Again, I like these quite a bit. 72 and 69. Next two in here, I guess lot one will be the one that Bella's on right there. That'll be a Playboy Keeping Secrets. This sow would have came from Kevin Thomas. We bought her as a gilt there at that Jacksboro sale here a couple years ago. Won a class at our county show. This would be the first litter that we've got out of her, and it did not disappoint. I like this lot one quite a bit. I think he's a Houston. He can get to San Antonio. I think he'll have enough grow. But I think just maturity pattern there, I'd probably target more Houston, Austin type deal. The other bear there, that'll be tag 70. That'll be another 47 litter, so that'll be a Big Daddy doing this. Like I said, that doing this gilt would have won Williamson County here 2 years ago for the Slauson family. So again, we got lot one, the one that Bella's on here in the purple, and then Callie is on lot 70. All right, we'll start with that bigger one there in the center of the ring. That's tag 68. That'll be another one of those 48 litters, so it'll be a Big Daddy, Big Easy, belted one that classes hamp. That every time he comes out in this ring, I like him a lot better. That one is a very good pig that I think feeds into San Antonio very easy. Round cage, big rear leg that works like it's supposed to, busted open in his chest. I think that one's very good. The little skinny one is one of those 59 litters. He'll be a mate to lot one. This one just kind of fell behind. But I think in the end, that one could be special. The running gear he's got underneath him, I can tell you, don't be scared of the skinny ones from us, because very few times do they not have enough in the end. And that's kind of across all breeds. We don't breed them to be just super stout muscled at this size. Maybe it's just the kind I like, but they have plenty in the end. All right, so again, we got tag 68 on the big belted one. The skinny one here is tag 71. We're going to get into some breed hogs here in this next pen. Bella's on the York Bear here. That would be a party foul doing this. We actually lost this sow. Didn't make it through a fair one here. This would be the only pig we got out of her. A chunky white one that I think goes into Houston, Austin. He's got a little bit of blue spots there. You're going to have to do a little bit of work, but I think it'll come off pretty easy. There's two little Berkshire Bears in here that we put in here. I thought they're skinny and green. I thought they would just feed. They're out of a boar we called Mock Speed that we bought at Alliance there last year from Nick Mock. We never got him pictured, but I think that thing has got to be used in some places. These things were fluffy. Again, they kind of set back a little bit this week, but I do like that Berk Bear and the mate that'll come in here next. The York is tag 80. The Berk is tag 81. Got some spots coming out next, and we've got quite a few spot bearers in this sale, and the reason for it is usually we don't have enough spots. The spots have been a fun breed for us over the last 4 or 5 years with multiple breed champions and lots of class winners. And I can tell you the skinny spots from us usually feed the best. These are probably some of the stouter ones we've had at this size, and they always tend to feed. And feed them hard. They can handle it. I think both of these are probably more San Antone size, and most of the spots in here will probably be San Antone size. The one that Bella's on there will be tag 77. That'll be a white line Sure Thing. That Sure Thing sow would have been the reserved RKPB at Williamson County a couple years ago. And then the other one that Callie's on is tag 74. That'd be a mate to him. So they're white lines, Sure Thing. And if you've been following that the spot deal any at all, that white lines deal has been doing very good and winning some shows. So, like I said, both these are white lines. Tag 74 and 77. The white bear here in the ring, that'll be tag 79. That is actually a purebred Yorkshire. We have one purebred York sow, and we actually got her bred a little later than ideal. But these will be Tycoon Jaspers. We've had this sow here for a minute, and it took us a while to get her bred, I think, but she did us a hell of a job here on this litter. We'll run 2 gilts out here later. Mate gilts to her that I think are very good. This is one that I think he's got enough growth to him to get to Denver. If you're still looking for a breed hog for Denver, I think he can get there. He's not going to be a big one there, but I think he can get there. Again, that's a Tycoon Jasper. That'll be lot 79. The other Berk Bear here will be tag 75. That's a Mock Speed. Mock Speed, good colored. Another one just for this breed, cool looking. Design is right, and I can tell you he will get plenty more, and he'll stouten up in the future. So again, that York there is a purebred Yorkshire. That's tag 79, and then the Berk is tag 75. Next 2 in here will be the one that Bella's on. Is tag 78, and the one that Callie's on is tag 76. 78 will be, I believe, another one of those white lines. Sure Thing, be a mate to the 2 that were in here before. And then this Poland Mark Berger here, the 76, he's one that he got a little sick on us yesterday. I'll guarantee him here. This was one of my favorite ones in the sale here a day or so ago. I absolutely love that one. And if you want to play around and try to make that one a Poland, I think you can do it. Like I said, he doesn't feel the greatest right now, but I think that's one in the future. He looks like the spots that generally turn out from us, so I think he'll be fine. Said we'll guarantee him. I think he'll be good after this. This weather that came in is kind of hard on these things, but I like these quite a bit. 78 is the bigger one, and then kind of the Poland marked one there is tag 76. Another spot bearer in here will be 73. The Cali's on there. I think this one probably targets a later show. This is another white line, sure thing. This sow did a heck of a job, and I know that there's quite a few spots in here, but I think these things will feed. So that's tag 73. Next group in here, we'll start with that sock-footed Berger. That'll be a mate to that blue-belted one we ran out in the first pin. So that'll be a Big Daddy doing this, back on doing this, his sister. That'll be tag 98. That's probably a Houston-Austin size, fairly easy. I think that one could be cool in that dark cross deal. The other spot Berger there in the ring is tag 96. That's a white lines, no word. So this no word sow would have been the mother of the champion at San Antonio there a couple years ago for Dylan Kieschnick. She would have been a mate to the champion spot and reserve overall pure at Texas Elite in 20. This sow has done a very, very good job for us. This is probably her last litter. We've got quite a few daughters out of her that have done a nice job. Those no words females in that litter were very, very good, and this sow is consistent. Next group in here is going to be a pair of littermate red ones. Littermate red ones that are shots fired, green bottles. I think two that are very good for this breed. Shots fired would have been the $9,000 red board we bought from James Glenn with Beanie last year at the Players. Unfortunately, he broke his hip there, never got him pictured. But I think these two are very good. They're skinny. They kind of fell behind. But these things are going to get up and grow. The wild-looking one here that Cali's on is tag 102. Another one there that Bella's on is tag 99. We would have sold, in the spring sale, we would have sold a litter of these out of the same green bottles sow that have done very good. I know there's a boar in Oklahoma out of that litter, and then we'll have some go to State Fair here in a month or so that look very good. Another group of spots here, and probably the more fluffy ones in terms of just being ready today. Tag 97 that Cali's on there would have been one that goes back to that no words sow. Again, that's a white line no words, one that the sow that's done an awesome job. Had a champion there at San Antonio, won a class the next year at Houston, actually won two classes there for Heaton. Heaton had a class winner there at Houston. Has done a very good job. That sow just is hard to beat. Those things feed. The other one that Bella's on there is lot 100. That'll be an alarm loudmouth. This sow would actually be a loudmouth back on that no word sow. Took us a while to get her going, but I think she's going to do us a hell of a job. And then that alarm boar there at Platts, I know has been highly anticipated. The pigs out of that one and his litter mate there. We think this one is pretty neat as well. I think both these probably target San Antonio. They're going to have a little more get up and go to them if you're still looking for some breed hogs for that. Next one in will be tag number 101. This will be an alarm times change. We sold a mate brother to this one last week at Jacksboro. I think one that fits Houston, Austin very, very well. It's one that's going to have tons and tons of hair. He'll be plenty stout when it comes down to it in the end. Again, tag 101. That's an alarm times change. The sow behind this one will be a mate to our foundation female there at Texas Elite last year. Next pin we get to here is going to be some bigger barrows that I think still fit in San Antonio or some older shows if you needed them to go there. Tag 8 is the one that Bella's on there. That'll be a big daddy doing this, one that we think is going to feed very well. Like I said, ours got to start a little skinnier and greener, but I think they have more than enough in the end. That tag 10 will be a Playboy. And then that sow would be the mother of Lackey's Bear there at Houston here a couple years ago. That was a very nice pig and one that we were kind of proud of. This one out of that sow, that's a Podna sow that they got to start kind of flatter muscled because they're going to get more than enough in the end. One I think you can push into that one and get into the San Antonio, and I think he fits real well. So again, we got tag 8 and tag 10. Next group in here is a pair of red ones. If anybody's still looking for some Denver stuff or some December, January counties, I think these work real well. There's one other, the bigger one in here. The bigger one there is tag 13. I think this one needs to go to probably one of those earlier shows, a Denver type deal, Fort Worth. I think when this one gets cocked off and gets his head up, I like a lot of things about this one. Big rear leg. He's going to be hairy. These are shots fired, which again would be that boy we bought from James Glenn. The one that Callie's on there is tag 12. I think this one's probably got a little more stretch in him. I think this one gets to San Antonio all day long. Another neat looking one that's got a big chest. I think fits those guys that are going to be sorting there. So again, we got tag 13 will be the bigger one here on the stick, and then we got tag 12 will be the smaller one. Next two in here will be 43-liter barrows. These will be Playboy Next Intention. That sow will be a Next Intention Laz. That's done a very good job for us. That sow would have came out of a $50,000 litter. This is only her second litter. We had a very good bear out of her show last year. That did a good job there at Houston. The little one is tag 11. I think that one push that one into San Antonio all day long. I like him quite a bit. That one classes Hamp all day. The bigger bear there is tag 15. I think Fort Worth, San Antonio, if you got one of those earlier county shows, I think he fits in there real well too. So again, those will be Playboy Next Intention. Next group in here, we'll start with the one that Bella's on there that's predominantly white barrow. This will be a big daddy doing this, tag 9. And I'd be lying to you if I didn't say this is one of my favorite pigs in the sale. If we can get that one white, I think it could be fun come mid-February. I think that one is very good in a lot of ways. He's built right, his shoulders laid back in him right. Those white ones have kind of been hard to make and hard to find, and I think if you can get this one white, he's got a few blue spots right there above each eye. But I think if you do, I think he could be fun come mid-February. The one that Callie's on there is another 43 litter. That'd be another Playboy. Next intention. That's tag 14. Another one. If you're still looking for some for those earlier shows, this one's going to have plenty of grow to get up and get big fast. I think you still could stretch that one into San Antonio if you want. Again, that's tag 14, Playboy next intention, and the white one's tag 9. That's a Big Daddy doing this. The next 4 that are going to be coming in here there's 4 of these litter mates. Got to 2 in here first that we are very, very high on. These will be party foul. On a sow that doing this sow that has done an awesome job in their first litter. Would have had the high seller there at those Novembers that we sold online that went up north. This is just her second litter. I think this gilt would have been reserved heavyweight cross there at Williamson County that the Blattner family had. She's done an awesome job, and I think she outdid herself on this litter. There's not a bad one. There's some give and take on what you like. The belted one is killer looking. It's got tons of body shape, big rear leg. I can tell you when we brought these off the decks, the belted one was probably the stoutest, but the little brothers have caught up and caught up fast. I like that one quite a bit. I think that one goes all the way into San Antonio. I think all 4 of these do. The grandma behind this one would have had our $54,000 litter here a couple years ago. There was 4 bears in that litter, and there's 4 in this one, and I think the genetics just keep coming. So again, these are party foul doing this. The belted one's tag 29. The stout one there, tag 7, or is 31. That'd be the dash 7. The belted one's dash 9. So these are the 46 litters. Again, these are the other 2 mates in this litter. Like I said, party foul doing this. That dash 6, tag 30, just fits right into the mix. Big, hairy rear leg. These 2 are probably the greener 2 of the group, but I think all 4 of these feed into San Antonio and do so quite easily. The other one there is tag 29, I believe. Oh, 32. That Callie's on. Okay, so we got 30. Is the one that Bella, the one in the purple shirt, is driving, and you got 32 Callie there in the black shirt. Again, party foul doing this. Next group in here will be the only 2 Chester males in the sale. This will be out of a sow that we bought from Russell Canesi there a couple years ago. What had the reserve Chester there at San Antonio. They're out of a boar called Leroy that Russell himself has there. I called Russell and we talked to him about where to go on this Chester deal, and he talked us into using that boar, and I'm not disappointed. I think both these Chesters fit San Antonio all day long, those earlier shows. This tag 104 is probably one of my favorite pigs in the sale just by breed. I think that one's going to be hairy. His rear leg works like it's supposed to. I like that one quite a bit. The skinnier brother here, 103, I don't think is any slouch. I don't know that I'd just get on that one and push on him real hard. I think that's a very good pig as well. So we got tag 103 and 104. Those will be Leroy on that Chester sow that we bought from Russell Canesi. Next 2 in here, 2 white barrows or whitish barrows that will need just a little bit of work in the end. It will be mugshot on that life sentence sow from Corey Raines. Like I said, done an awesome job for us. I think the little one can stretch for a while. That bigger one, I think you need to go and push on that one and try to get him to San Antonio, Angelo, or some of those earlier county shows. The bigger one there is tag 103? 106. 106, and the little one, 105. We're going to get into the gilts here. We're going to sell quite a few gilts today. I think 40-something. If you need gilts for those county shows still, Texas Elite, we got quite a few of them. We'll get into this first group here. We'll start with this spot gilt. It'll be tag 88. This will be a cottonmouth big stack. We had a couple litters of those cottonmouths last time that have done very good. This big stack sow we actually had for a while and just finally got a litter out of her, one of the stoutest spot females we have on the place. I think Texas Elite, those breed shows, San Antonio, I think that one works real well. The belted gilt here is tag 90. That'll be a mug shot, Saved by Grace. That Saved by Grace sow should have been a Saved by Grace, no smoke. The grandma of that one would have raised that champion we had there at State Fair in 20. Again, on these gilts, we just moved them off the decks here this week. On last Tuesday, we moved them down. And then y'all guys that raise them, you know when you drop them down, they get skinny in a hurry, and it takes a little while to get them back. I think this is a very good set of pigs. On the gilt side of stuff, they're going to be a little skinnier for the most part through here. If you have any questions, just talk to me. But we're going to get through these gilts. Next two in here, let's start with the older spot gilt there. That's tag 92. That's going to be another one of those cottonmouth big stacks. Like I said, those spots have been real fun for us. This one's got a wild look up front, still big-chested, and killer from the side. Tag 83 there, that'll be a mugshot turn lane. Make sure I got it right. Yeah, mugshot turn lane. That'll be a mate to those blue bears that we ran out in that first pin. Another one of those county shows. She's probably not the coolest colored thing in the world, but I think that is a very good pig. Next two in here, we'll start with that Berg gilt. There's going to be, I think, 4 or 5 of these littermate Berg gilts in this deal. Again, these will be mock speed, good colored. This one will be tag 87. The black gilt here, the sock-footed gilt here will be a 48 litter. Like I said, we're going to see quite a few of these. It's tag 94. Again, those will be Big Daddy, Big Easy, Next Intention. Next group in the Chester gilt, again, will be a Leroy. Back on that sow that we got from Russell. These 3 Chester gilts that we have in the sale have fought everything in the barn. We had to mix some pins, and they've been fighting since Tuesday. So if they look a little stove up, it's because they've been fighting. I think those things fit in that San Antonio, Texas Elite county shows, that them ones that show by breeds. I like these quite a bit. They're going to start out stout on these out of this sow and out of that boar. I wouldn't feed them real hard, but I think those in the end come February could be fun. The Burt, there will be 84. That'll be another one of those mock speed, good coloreds. Two more Burt gilts in here. The one that Callie's on there is 93. The one that Bella's on is tag 91. So these will be good color, box speed, good colored. Go back to that tongue gate sow that, it would be good colored back on that tongue gate sow that we bought Texas Elite here a few years ago. That has done a heck of a job for us. This young sow, I think, is going to be in the heart of our program on that Berkshire deal. I said these are green, but I promise you they're going to have enough in the end. We'll start with tag 86 there. Is the belted one right in the center of the ring. She is actually notched wrong. She's notched as a 45, but she is a 48 litter. She's a mate to those good bearers. And then that sock-footed gilt that was just in here, one that we think is just absolute wild looking, big legs, huge forearm, big old chest. One that I think could be elite and look expensive if you get that one big. About that 280, 290. I like that one quite a bit. Another Chester gilt here will be another one of those Leroy's. Again, Texas Elite, San Antonio. If you're still looking for some purebred gilts, we got them. White gilt there will be a mugshot life sentence. That'll be tag 82. That light cross deer there at Kerrville, Texas Elite. I always enjoy that, trying to take some good blues there, good white ones. I think that one is going to be super stout and hairy. And then we got the other Chester gilt here, the skinny one of the group that obviously you can tell she's been fighting everything all week. One that is going to be hairy, killer looking, and is going to have more than enough power to go with it in the end. That'll be tag 85. If you look on the sheet and kind of read, there's going to be quite a few of these lease gilts in here. We've got some very good young sows that are just starting to get going in the program. Quite a few of them are about to come up. There's 3 of these 40-litter pigs. We would have sold their mate brothers at Alliance. We've kind of saved these 3 for this sale because I think they're special just in terms of where we're at today at hair and bone and look from the side. The chromed up one there that Callie's on is tag 18. Bella is on tag 19. Again, these are Playboy doing this. Back on the sow that we call Smiley that we bought Texas Elite. That Josh Campbell's daughter showed, that Laney showed there. She would have won a class there at Austin for the Keeling family here a couple years ago. I think this young sow, this is her first litter. Those 2 bearers at Alliance I thought were very good, and these 3 gilts I like quite a bit. So again, we got tag 18 on the chrome, tag 19 on the belted one. This will be tag 20. This will be a Playboy Podna. That'll be another one. Oh, that's a 44 litter. Again, that'll be out of that sow that Weston Lackey's bear at Houston was out of there a couple years ago. Another one I did not realize, wasn't paying attention. That's a 44 litter. This will be the only Playboy I believe that we're going to offer for sale. And I wasn't paying attention, and I'll let y'all buy that one. I won't go back and change it. I think that's a very good one, but that's tag 20. My mistake. Hopefully, some guys are paying attention there on the south side. Tag 16 will be the one that Callie's on there. This will be a mate to the one that we sold on Lackey's gilt sale that night. This will be a Big Daddy doing this. One we like quite a bit. If you need to target some of those earlier shows, even in probably the 1st of March there, I think works real well. That one could be a big one and a very good big one. I like that one quite a bit. Tag 17 will be that other 40-litter gilt. That'll be a Playboy doing this. One that's super stout and hairy, I think would make an incredible sow and be a very good show gilt down the road. She's not going to be a real big one, but I'd pay attention on that one. Some bigger gilts here. The blue one there will be a mug shot. That'll be a mate to that white barrel we sold at the Alliance a couple weeks ago. One we think for that blue deal for Kerrville. could be very good. The calico gilt there will be a Playboy. This sow, its first litter gilt did a killer job this time. We sold all those. I thought this gilt here was very good. We got her leased. That gilt did a heck of a job in the crate. We like this one quite a bit. That's tag 108. The blue one is tag 110. Some bigger gilts here. These will be Playboys. These are 43 liters, mates to those bigger barras. Ones that I think can sure enough be big there at Texas Elite. But if you want to sit on them, I think they can. They can stretch a little further. They're going to have plenty of muscle there. Again, those Playboys look like they're going to feed and feed very well. Again, these are Playboy Next Intention. The one that Callie's on in the center of the ring is tag 107. And then the one running around the ring there is tag 109. What's the tag number there? 56. Next group in here, the white gilt there will be a purebred Yorkshire. Again, we only have one of these sows at home. I like this one. There's two of them in here. We're going to do a sale option on the first one, and then we're going to lease the second one. These are Tycoon Jaspers. First litter we got out of this sow, but I think she's doing an incredible job here with this first litter. We kept the boar out of that deal that was still out on the decks. And we kept another gilt. We think these two are very good. The other gilt will be in the next pin. There's another Berg there. That'll be another one of those mock speed, good colors. Another one, again, those county shows you need breed hogs, or Texas Elite or San Antonio there. That's tag 54? 64.
Well, my voice is gone. Oh, I got you. I can.
65 will be the other purebred Yorkshire gilt there. This is one that I think could be fun. There February at Texas Elite, San Antonio. I like that gilt quite a bit. The belted one there is tag 67. That's a mug shot saved by grace, no smoke. Another one just a little skinnier, but it's got the right kind of build if you're looking for something. County shows 1st of March. I think that one gets there fairly easy. Thank you. The blue gilt here will be tag 63. This will be a Big Daddy back on doing this as mama. The only gilt in this litter, so this one will be at least only. There will be no option to double down to own this one. She's got to come back. That doing this as mama. That was her last litter. We had to ship her, but I think this one is an incredible gilt. That blue deal anywhere county shows, I think that one fits right in. The big-legged belted gilt there is another 48 liter, tag 62. That'll be a Big Daddy, Big Easy, one that we think is just wild looking in terms of bone and shape and just rear leg function. I like that one quite a bit. I would kind of pay attention there if you're looking to try to have a big time one in the end. I think that one is very, very good. She is also a lease, so just pay attention to that. She is a lease only. But then again, that's tag 62 on the belt. And then on the blue is tag 63. The narrow belted one there is another 48 liter. Again, that's a Big Daddy, Big Easy. That's tag 59. 59, there's not a lease on that one on 59. The other one's tag 57. That's a Big Daddy doing this. That would be doing this back on his mate's sister. That is a lease only. That's a skinny green one, but that one is going to be plenty stout when you get down to it. I think that one could stretch for a while. We got tag 60 on the sock-footed gilt there. That'll be a Big Daddy doing this. And then we got tag 61. That will be a Playboy keeping secrets. Both of those, you have the double down option to own them. I think they come out of some incredible sows or young sows that are going to do an awesome job for us. What? What's the other one?
43.
Okay, we got tag 40 on the blue gilt and tag 43 on the belting or the chromed up gilt. The blue gilt will be a Big Daddy doing this back on his sister, one that is a lease. And then the skunk-headed gilt there, that's a Playboy keeping secrets. Tag 43. She is a double down option if you want to own that one. We got tag 33 and tag 41. 33 is the sock-footed gilt there. That's a Big Daddy doing this as well. We will not sell that, or that one's a lease only. She is not for sale today. That is a very good pig that I think stretches quite a bit down the road. I think that one gets to them earlier March deals and even further. I think that is one that could be very good come that time. This 46-liter gilt, this will be tag 41. Has got more than enough power and muscle right now, but I think if you get that one home, slow her down, her rear leg still functions and works and is square, huge forearm and front feet. Like I said, she likes to feed trough just a little too much, so I'd get her home and slow her down, drop protein, and I think that one could be killer. Tag 37 there that Bella's on, that's another one of those 46 liters, so a mate to those 4 bears that we ran earlier. This is a lease only. Those are party fowl doing this. One that we just love, this one's design and look from the side. Still big chested, she's skinny and green right now, but I think that one's gonna be a heck of a show gilt down the road. The spot gilt here will be a 54 liter, that's a 46 liter. That's an alarm times change. We saw a brother of hers a while ago. We kept a boar on the decks here out of that litter that we think is very nice. And like I said, we talked about that alarm boar a while ago that's there at Platts. We think these spots are very good this round. White gilt there will be a mugshot quitting time Uno. One that I think for that white deal at Texas Elite fits in real well. She's going to be hairy, big legs, and still wild looking. The black gilt there. The black gilt there will be another one of those 48 liters. Again, I think they're all just kind of cookie cutter in their type and kind. The gilts and bears alike. That's tag 45. That one, you do have the option to own that one. There's not very many of those 48 liters that we're offering that on. So We lost Big Daddy here. We only got a few sows bred to him, and the partners on him got a few sows bred. So we're not offering a lot of those Big Daddies gilts because we don't have the opportunity to make any more. So if you want to get in on that side, that's one of your few options to do. Next group in, the little crossbred gilt there is tag 44. That's a Playboy Keeping Secrets, one that I think is very, very good and could be awesome down the road. Killer look, crazy head and neck on that one. I like her quite a bit. You have the double option on that one if you would like to own her. 56, that white-eared spot gilt there is, I'm not going to lie to you, if I had to pick which one was my favorite spot gilt today, this one would be it. She's a little skinnier right now, but I think I would check in there. I don't know that these things all kind of feel the best today. It was 62 degrees this morning, so we had a little change in weather. But I like that one quite a bit. Texas Elite, San Antonio again, those county shows that show by breed. I like that one quite a bit. Two red gilts coming out next. These will be shots fired, green bottles, and shots fired would have been a backfire, green bottles. One that I think has done an awesome job for us so far. These two red gilts, come February, I think could be big time. Their ears will come down. I'm not worried about that on the south side of that stuff. They always kind of start like that, but they will fall. The bigger one is tag 42. The little one is tag 38. Last pig that we're going to run through the preview here is another spot gilt. Will be tag 36, another one. I like these spots, and I think we've probably got more than enough of them in the sale, but I wanted to offer them because this is the best quality we've had in this breed, in as many of them as we got. At 36 will be an alarm loudmouth. That loudmouth will go back to, it'll be a loudmouth no word, so that'll be a lined up, quite intensely lined up pedigree on the bottom side. On the south side of that deal, one, I know that just maturity pattern, the way ours feed, I think that one gets into those shows and does very well in the end. So thank you. That'll conclude the preview. We'll start the sale at exactly 3 o'clock.